Must be more weddings down here. I saw a lot of people walking down here with dresses on, with fancy suits and dresses. Must be a wedding in here. What's that?
This church is from 1821.
1821. Wow. $18.21. Well, you know that, don't you? How'd you know that? That helps. Yeah, helps to read. Yeah.
The Church of England was established in Florida during the British occupation. The Reverend John Forbes held services first in the Spanish bishop's house, then on this site. Later, the ancient Spanish church, a short distance south of St. George Street, was renovated and named St. Peter's. There, Anglican worship continued until the Spanish returned to Florida in 1784. Shortly after Florida became a United States territory in 1821, the Reverend Andrew Fowler of Charleston, South Carolina, founded the Protestant Episcopal Church in St. Augustine and held first services in the government house. The cornerstone of the original church, which forms the north transept of this building, was laid on June 23, 1825. The church was enlarged to its present form in 1902.
Let her do the reading. She reads better than I do. I can read, but now it's not close to what she can do. It's my engineer wife. She's much better at reading.
Art of Dr. Seuss.
You want to go down by the marinas? Huh? I can't hear you.
Okay, this is Avila's Street. In Spanish time was the Street of the Royal Hospital. It was renamed in 1923 in honor of the birthplace of Pedro Menendez de Aviles, the founder of St. Augustine. This street dates back to 1872.
You want to walk down here? Okay. There's cars that come down here. This looks like one of those streets that's
1572.
1572. Shouldn't be driving down here, I guess. So what's down here? Those restaurants, museums?
This goes to the oldest house.
The oldest house?
Yeah.
I think this guy came down here and wasn't supposed to come down here.
Almost ran us over. You good?
After extensive archaeological investigation, this 1.5-story Spanish colonial building was reconstructed in masonry in 1966 to demonstrate the medical practices in the late 1700s. During the British period, which was 1763 to 1784, the original building on the site was long wood stable, remodeled by William Watson to be his residence. Watson brought to Florida in 1767 by Andrew Turnbull as a builder of Turnbull's new smeared-up plantation structures, and had joined the Menorcan exodus to St. Augustine in 1777 and became an active carpenter builder. Upon construction of his new home on adjoining property, he converted the remodeled stable to a convalescent house, and after the Spanish returned to St. Augustine in 1784, it was converted to a new military hospital.
Historical marker 2023. Then you can walk down the street now. The car's gone. The car came down the wrong way. Not supposed to be cars down here, I don't think. Forgotten Town, is that what's called? Tonic?
It's a tavern and bottle shop.
Or Forgotten Tonic. Okay, I see.
The Savoy Kirby Smith House is one of only 36 Spanish colonial houses remaining in St. Augustine. The house dates from the late 1700s. The site on which it was situated has been continuously occupied since the late 1500s.
You don't have to read the whole thing if you don't want to. I've been reading a lot of information. Old Town. So car coming. He's stopping. I see some yellow chairs up there. I think I'm gonna hit those. Are you going to this art gallery?
No, I'm not going to the art gallery.
Okay, where are you going?
This is
Watch it.
Jimenez Castillo House.
Yeah. You don't want to go in there, do you? I don't feel like going in there.
He built this for his bride. For 225 years, the home has been owned by generations of enterprising women and continues to be owned and operated by women today.
All right, well decorated. If you want to go in, I can.
Stories to tell about the little-known period in Florida history. Each room is meticulously interpreted to bring the past to life in a visual and entertaining way. Through ongoing research and archaeological discoveries, our story continues to unfold. It only goes to 5 o'clock. It's only open for another hour.
Why don't we do this another day?
It was built for the Spanish merchant Andres Jimenez for use as a general store, tavern, and family residence.
Well, you know, when
Florida
they
became a U.S.
asphalt the
territory
road, much
in
much
1821, Margaret Cook bought the property in 1823 with Eliza Whitehurst, operated as Mrs. Whitehurst Boarding House. Sarah Petty Anderson bought the house in 1838, and in 1951 she retained Louisa Fatillo to manage it as a boarding house. Fatillo bought the property 4 years later and ran it as a fashionable inn for 20 years, providing lodging for Florida's earliest tourists who came seeking a healthier climate. In 1939, the Fatillo heirs sold the house to the National Society of Colonial Dames of America of Florida for use as a house museum. Considered one of Augustine's best preserved Spanish colonial dwellings, the Jimenez Fatillo House depicts the boarding house lifestyle of Florida's territorial early statehood period. It is
Nice bed and breakfast here. That'd be kind of cool. You know what's nice about these bed and breakfasts is you can park down here and walk around downtown and then come right back to your room. Be worth taping. Oh, this little park here. You talk peen.